Now, up next, the latest higher education scam by the College Board. And wait until you hear about the other education racket this group was behind. Forget merit. A new tool being considered by the College Board could completely tip the scales. Fox News confirming that the makers of the SAT have started to roll out an evaluation of students' adversity. The score is calculated by a variety of neighborhood, family, and high school environmental factors, which include crime, poverty, income, education level, whether you're in a single-parent household, et cetera, et cetera. How does one actually quantify adversity? Has the son of an alcoholic who happens to be a millionaire, has he suffered from adversity? What do you get on the scale for that? What about a student athlete who suffered some type of devastating injury and thus lost an opportunity for a scholarship? Where would that rate? Joining me now to debate all of this is our dynamic duo, Leo Terrell, attorney and former high school teacher. Leo, I love that. I love teachers. And Horace Cooper, co-chair of Project 21. I'm still going to take you both out to dinner, by the way. We're going to have so much fun. But Horace, this feels like it could be, in the criticism online today, a proxy for race-based admissions.
Well, that's exactly what this is. Here's the thing. A lot of the lawsuits are getting to the courts, and the courts are making it harder and harder to use race as a proxy. You come up with this adversity score, and then you don't tell the student what his score is, and the schools get to decide which portions of it. What they're actually getting to do is throw away, did you perform well in school? Do you have some aptitude? Those kinds of things are what the SAT is supposed to do. Now, if you don't want an SAT anymore, that's fine, but what you shouldn't be allowed to do is have the SAT company work in tandem with the affirmative action crowd that's just giving more advantage to one group over another group.
Now, Pew Research found, Leo, that I think most Americans say that race or ethnicity shouldn't be considered in college admissions. Whether it should be a major factor, only 7%, minor factor, 19%, not a factor at all. 73% of Americans say, that's not kosher to do that. So what do you think? This seems a little curious because adversity is obviously subjective. The SAT and so forth, and I was never great at these tests, so I'm never big in love with these tests, but they're just objective standards. So how do you measure the adversity here, Leo?
Laura, let me submit the following facts to you. A Mississippi family with 7 kids moved to L.A. They had 7 kids. The mother didn't have a high school education, 8th grade, father high school. They had multiple minimum wage jobs. They lived during the Watts riot. They had a son, one of the 7 sons, receive a opportunity to go to law school through affirmative action through UCLA. He passed the bar. He took the California bar. He became a public school teacher and a civil rights attorney. That's Leo Terrell. That's the guy who's on your show right now. Am I an example of adversity to have my parents who didn't have a high school education to...
Well, it looks like his mic's off. I will just say that I can
he's getting choked. He's actually getting choked up. And Leo, I'm thrilled that you did everything you did and you accomplished everything you accomplished. And I came from a pretty humble background myself. My mom was a waitress. We're not going to do the, like, I lived 5 miles from the school and I have to walk routine. I mean, people have their own circumstances and it's tough. But I think it's a larger question of how you say, because one person comes from this neighborhood and this person comes from this neighborhood, you're going to punish the kid who comes from the better neighborhood so he doesn't get the slot, but the kid who scores on this subjective adversity.
You got to give people opportunity. You got to give people opportunity, Laura. That's why I am on this show right here. I'm a civil rights attorney, a public school teacher, because
we got it. There are a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds who've done well because of objective standards as well, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, otherwise, let's just get rid of the objective standards altogether. And just if we think you can be successful subjectively, then you should get in. I mean, if that's what people want to do, I mean, I guess we could try that.
It is precisely, and I'm thankful for objective tests. It is the reason why I got a full ride to the University of Texas, and it made me, who came from a second-generation family of of people who were high school graduates, and then some became college graduates. But that's
and yet Horace is forgetting how tough it was for him, and now he wants to close those same doors for others. I won't do that.
It's not about closing any doors. It is. It's about making making sure that in America you are not judged by your race and deciding.
No, it's not a question of race. It's a question. It's a question of people having difficulties.
Well, you're right, and there are a lot of people out there.
That's why we want choice.
That's why we want to get our public schools where they
That's
should be
exactly
with
right.
School choice. Raise the bar for everyone. I think when you raise the bar for people, they surprise you, and I'm glad both of you did so well. It's great to have both of you on tonight. Well, Leo, it's great to see you.